climax of this royal visit to the radio room will come when Her Majesty will hear an address of welcome on behalf of the Outback women over the Flying Doctor radio network itself. Mrs. W. Mitchell is to read the address, and Mrs. Mitchell has been chosen because the radio at the Mitchell property is one of the most powerful in the Outback. The homestead is Muloorina Station, which is a sheep property about 300 miles from Broken Hill on the southern shore of the vast and shallow Lake Eyre in South Australia. And after Mrs. Mitchell's address, Her Majesty will reply to the Outback women from Broken Hill.
A few minutes later.
Mrs. BJC and BJC3, Broken Hill, calling on 8HX Muloorina. Hello, 8HX Muloorina. Would you come in, please?
I am speaking from a wireless transceiver 300 miles from Your Majesty at Broken Hill. We have one child. My family is very isolated, our nearest settlement being 35 miles away. However, we would like you to know that the Flying Doctor Service has proved to us one of the greatest benefits of our lives, and that without this great mantle of safety, to use an expression of its founder, the Reverend John Flynn, we mothers would not dare to bring up our families so far from medical help. We bid a very sincere welcome to Your Gracious Majesty and to the Duke, and in reaffirming our solemn duty to the throne, convey to you both our sincere wishes for a happy continuance of your tour and a safe return to your children.
My husband and I send to you who are listening, and indeed to all who live and work in the great outback of Australia, our sincere thanks for the kind words that have just been spoken on your behalf. Many Australians I have met in the United Kingdom and in Australia since I have been here have spoken to me with unstinted admiration of you men, women and children who have made your homes in the bush. They have told me of your fortitude, your courage, your humour and your friendliness, and of the magnificent way in which you have overcome the problems of living in this region of vast distances and great loneliness. Now that I have met some of you and seen from the air something of the immense and challenging country in which you live, I know that they were right. My only regret is that my husband and I cannot visit some of you on your stations and in your homesteads. I am especially glad to be able to speak to you from the Flying Doctor base, for I've heard so much of the work of the Flying Doctor Service and of the security and comfort it brings to every part of the Outback. I would like to take this opportunity of paying my tribute to its founder, the late Reverend John Flynn, and of expressing my admiration to all those, past and present, who have contributed to its splendid work. I send you all my best wishes for your health and happiness.